From Oahu, Hawaii, it's live third round coverage of the LOTTE Championship presented by Hawakale. Since 2012, the LOTTE Championship has been a fixture on the LPGA Tour schedule. This year, it takes on stand right now. It is bunching towards the top. Yuman Huang at 14 under par, up by 1 over Akie EY. Brooke Matthews, Jessica Pervasnik are each at 12 under par. Share a third, just a couple shots back. The EY sisters both among the top 5. Let's get out to the action. On the 10th, Charlie Hull to get within 5 of the lead. You bet.
Well, with the scoring looking as bunched as it is, Charlie could really start to do the little move on this back 9.
Placement on this tricky par 4. Has herself a fair bit back than normal, and 166 yards in. This is a 6-iron.
Good looking smooth swing there, Kay. Leaving herself in a really nice position.
Hataoka.
Thank you, George. And Nasa not off to a good start today with a bogey on the first, but she's battling her way back. This is an 8-iron, trying to draw it against that left to right wind. It's actually going to be left of the flag.
Fowler, she's made 2 bogeys in a row. See if she can straighten things out after a nice drive. 5 paces ahead of where EY hit. This also a 6-iron. Wind hurting slightly, but right to left. Wind hurting slightly, but right to left.
Trying to turn over.
Beautiful. Yeah, that was nicely struck. She was a little in between clubs, smart to keep it short of the hole. Used a driver off the tee. So she got herself down here where she has just 150 yards. Able to come in with an 8-iron.
About like that.
This was a player, Karen, who yesterday hit every fairway and every green in regulation. Have you ever?
Pretty good ball striker.
Yeah.
In your heyday. Nelly Korda not too far behind Pervasnik's pace. She's hit 8 out of 9 greens on the front side, playing the 10th. Second shot on the way.
Had to look really good in the air.
Currently 4 back. That could shave the deficit to 3. Up on the 11th, Jung and Lee 5. Good opportunity, able to cash in. Birdie. Great way to kick off the back 9.
At night, not during the day. It's always about 75 to 80. Now, Brooke Matthews here for birdie. Just let it go a little bit on the wind off the tee, but that is a nice effort, and it's going to secure her a 3, and it's been a good front 9. This is a really important couple of days for Brooke Matthews, a chance to do something very special on the LPGA Tour.
She's talked about being patient, which patience to each player is defined in their own way. What did patience mean to you, Karen, as we're watching Brooke tap in?
Well, apart from not throwing my putters in the pond, okay, from other players that came over here and played on the LPGA Tour, how big some of their fan clubs can be. So we expect her to have quite a big fan club incoming. I think she has great designs, Kay, of playing on the LPGA Tour. I think she's put it off from trying, but expect to see her over here fairly soon.
I think this event a couple of years ago gave her some belief. She finished T9. First time she played at the LOTTE Championship as a 20-year-old. Showed her that she, Nasa Hataoka among the top 10, has a birdie chance.
Yes, this is a 3rd hole in a row that she's had a putt of about this length for birdie. Missed the last 2. In fact, on the last green, it was a really good chance up the hill, but just didn't give it enough pace. This one should be slightly downhill and may come a little from her left. But this is the difference maker for Nasa Hataoka. She's been hitting the ball very well this week, driving it well, and if she can just get this club to work, I could see her being right there tomorrow afternoon, winning potentially for a 7th time. Yeah, takes care of that one.
Nasa pours it in. Second birdie on this front nine, makes the turn under par. Krvaznik back on 8.
Similar putt to what Yumin Huang just had, slow uphill.
Ellie.
This one's a bit downhill.
Back to the 8th. Akie Iwai.
Really good opportunity for birdie here from 10 feet.
Turned on the right blinker quickly.
It did. She says she's been having problems reading these greens. Different
feet or so. On the backside, Megan Kang. See if she can join that group of players at 11 under par. Able to knock that one in.
Of the flag, you got more green to deal with, and then let the wind push it to the right.
Yeah, it doesn't seem quite so intimidating.
Just as I was describing the wind, it just felt like it really ramped up to almost a different dynamics than most of these late teens and early 20s that are out here on tour.
I mean, that's quite the testament, Kay. Never giving up on your dream.
It sure is. And talking to her coach, Therese Hessian at Ohio State, she said that she has fought hard at every level.
At Ohio State, a prestigious program like that. Akie Iwai, the closest chaser to Huang.
All three players in this group are magnificent ball strikers, and you need that in Hawaii when the wind picks up. Starting this on the left side of the green.
Got the hole surrounded. This group 3 for 3, all 3 on the green. 3 cracks at birdie coming up. Who's going to play their way towards the top of the leaderboard at the end of the day? Brooke Matthews in the mix. Akie Iwai already a winner this season, or could it be the Korean so far? Rookie campaign has been tough. Just her 4th made cut. The defending champ, A-Lim Kim, on the 18th. Tweet on the par 5 at 66. Good play, and she's a 10 under par. Tied up at 14.
This feels like the strongest wind all day, trying to stay steady in it. Well, that putt hit a bump and jumped like into the wind, so she can go ahead and hit this firmly. She is aggressive by nature. We've talked about that already.
Long just misses that one.
Wow, that held its line nicely till the very end.
We're watching this one intently. Oh, the caddy living it.
These are really tough on a day like this when the wind gets up, especially when you haven't experienced this much wind so far this week. It's a bit of an adjustment.
A bit of extra distance as well off the tee, but
Akie back of the cup. 3 at the par 3 ninth. From Akie to Chisato, twin sister. Chisato at 11 under par.
She has a habit of trying to chase her sister down, and she's trying to do it again right here.
10th fairway with Gabby Ruffles.
Yeah, just a gap wedge from 99 yards. Gabby got off to a tough start today, bogeyed the first couple of holes, so you kind of know it's going to be hard work from then on in, and she missed a very short birdie putt back on the 8th green, has given herself a good birdie chance there.
Ball below her feet for Nelly Cordes, 3rd at 11.
It is just having to judge the contact because of that. She wasn't going to take any chances there, I don't think.
Downhill lie. But it's going to be gusting down off the left. And as Kay was saying, the wind is about as strong as it's been so far today. This one is going to be just fine and leave Nussat another chance for birdie.
Well, that little bit of gust.
Down the breeze. Just 74 yards for her second shot here. And yet last year we saw long drivers of the golf ball doing well here. I think this is a golf course that suits the big hitters. It's certainly the case as we look at the leaderboard. This one pulled a little bit and a little bit long, so missing the green there is a mistake for Brooke, but still.
With their second going putter from off this 10th.
Yeah, quite a lot of fringe grass to go through here, so needs to get that smooth roll, which it looks like she's done. I think she's made that look easier than it actually was.
The putter.
Korda. Starting it out right and didn't break till after the hole.
This is where the windy conditions on this golf course really come into play. On the greens, when you have it downwind, downhill, and then you have an uphill into the wind. Judging the speed can be quite difficult because of the difference.
See if Ruffles can turn things around on 10.
No, she's given that too much.
Megan King starting to find something. She loved to copy what she did to open up the front nine. Birdies on 1, 2, and 3. Nasa Hataoka, right side of the 10th green.
Yeah, it should go from her right to left here, and the wind gusting as strong as it's been all day. Just needs to keep its head up.
That's a tough lip out for Hataoka.
Talk about patience, though. I mean, playing in the... It's one way to stay in your zone.
Well, tickler for Ruffles.
Oh, that's...
That'll sting.
A bit, move it back in my stance just a smidge, just to make sure that you're catching the ball first. Particularly helpful if the ball's above your feet, as it is with her, and you can see she's really gripping down the club here with this shot.
And this is a 9-iron as well. Sounded really solid. I think the most challenging thing with Fredia Kim, a former KLPGA player who's become a teacher, just on the fundamentals, Karen, ball position and balance.
Yeah, it looked like she didn't have enough club there, and she went for a little bit extra.
Scoot up to the par 3 12th. Nelly Korda. See how many greens she's been able to hit today, but the birdies have been a bit hard to come by.
Tough being downwind, George, there to get any kind of spin on that one.
Pervasnik in flight.
Yeah, that was a gap wedge, ball above her feet.
Checks up on the front portion of the green. Chisato Iwai. This will be a big breaker on the 11th. Starts it way out to the right, down the hill. Glides up there.
Great speed there. And that's really all you're trying to do.
Continuing the legacy of women's professional golf in Hawaii, which first started all the way back in the mid-1980s with the LPGA Tour. Nelly Korda, left side all the way on the 12th with the leader Huang on 10.
Putting from 3 feet off the surface of the green, 35-footer uphill with left to right break, has left the flagstick in, hoping that it might assist her if needed.
Good looking stroke.
Everything about her, Karen, is technically spot on.
Well, and it's impressive, and you know, all these players that play on the KLPGA Tour is ultra competitive for them there.
On the LPGA Tour, EY for a share of the lead.
And golf in Japan has been always a very, very popular sport. This a left-right breaking putt as well.
On the money.
She's saying I've somehow got to keep ahead of my sister. Got to start making some putts.
Yeah, 77 yards for Nasser. This par 5 playing into the breeze. Only the longest players can get here in 2. This one just right of the flag. Got to be in that front portion of the green. Don't want to go too far up there. Brooke Matthews, one of the longer players in the field, got it down.
Similar putt to what Huang had from off the green. She knows it's slow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. She hammered that at the back of the cup.
Bottoms that one out. Pervasnik won.
Had that 3-putt on the previous green that you saw, and she hit a second shot into the bunker on the layup here. So trying to get away with a par, but you can just see the shot slipping away for Gabby. It's really going in the run.
Back up to the green. Now Matthews' turn.
Yeah, the ball's slightly above her feet, but I think she'll be aggressive, fly it all the way there, get it to stop quickly. It just didn't have the grab on it. Yeah, straight down the breeze this for Hataoka. Shouldn't move too much. Good look for birdie. Just got to get that pace right. And just moved a little left on her.
Matthews to pull within 1.
Brooke Matthews, 71st in the race for the CME Globe, so she will have visions of getting inside that top 60, making it to the CME Group Tour Championship at the end of the season. Disappointing to just make 5 here, having been flag high in 2.
Overall, she seems so much more comfortable in her second season on the LPGA Tour. Was a rookie 3 years ago in 2022. Been playing well this year. And the fireworks kicking off on that 10th green. Akie Iwai. How pretty was that to get to 14 and a share of the lead? But Jessica Pervasnik says not so fast. I'm going to stay within striking distance. Game on the back 9 at Hawakale.
Consistently on the LPGA Tour.
Shows some consistency for sure. Manami Katsu, 8-time winner on the Japan LPGA Tour. From deep on 14.
Hello. She's getting herself in the mix here.
Taking a drop from a sprinkler head, and she had a relatively slow start to the week compared to her sister. It was just a 270 round 1, but yesterday caught fire. She was just stacking birdie after birdie. Made 7 birdies on the round, par of a 6 under 66. And today, especially out of these later threesomes, is one of the best rounds we're seeing. At 4 under through 12 has been bogey free to this point. Or 4 under playing the 12th. We'll spin it over to her sister, Akie Iwai's 3rd. How much does she have in, Kay?
Only 115 yards, and you can tell how much stronger this wind is and how it's affecting the shots in the fact that Akie is going out with a 9-iron. And that's a club she normally hits at least 130 to 140. She's gripping this down and going to try to control and flight it. Kind of a scary hole location up front that brings the water into play. That's the safe miss.
I think when you're slightly out of position, you can accept that on a par 5.
Shizato ready to roll on 12.
Took a few good hops when it left the putter face. Judging the distance nicely.
At 100 on the 11th.
This is gap wedge. Right now it feels like the wind is more right to left than hurting.
Outside the ball of Iwai.
Yeah, and just playing it very safely. I think these players are sort of doubting the wind and just being cautious of being too aggressive when there's no need to just yet.
Quarters approach, couple holes ahead.
Especially when you come to a place like Hawaii where you're not as familiar with the grass, the wind, and he's a good influence, a trusting influence.
It's a good one.
It is.
Now over to the U.S. for this event. the LOTTE Championship together. 355-yard par 4 13th, Megan Kang.
Ooh, downwind.
Yeah, down breeze off the left. They've had quite a long wait on this tee to figure out the shot. And this is an 8-iron for NASA, just right of the flag today in the middle of that green. But that ball really trundled on. Not getting a lot of stop on it, but looks like it's going to settle towards the back of the green from this angle.
That's probably why you're getting some delays there on that hole. Difficult being downwind to get it to stop.
Let's see if Korda gives this one a go on 13. Up there to a couple feet. Back to the 11th. Akie Iwai apparently away for birdie.
I know she slammed one in on the last hole, but this is a much trickier putt. Coming off a higher portion of the green, down to the hole location, left to right break.
Bounce up to the 12th, Matthews.
It's a 9-iron for Brooke. She's a bit longer and it's on a more aggressive line. Just needs to get some stop on it. It should work out very well indeed.
That was good. Almost a little unlucky pitching into an upslope at the front of the green.
Just killed all the momentum with it once it hit the green. Okay, will Pravasnik have gotten a teach from Iwai?
Yes, definitely on the overall speed. Her putt is a little bit lower than where Akie putted from, so maybe not as severe downhill and maybe a little less left to right, but she knows she has to be a little on the cautious side with this. That was
one. Gotta make these.
She has been today. She's looking good.
Still look.
Her second birdie.
It just shows you, Kay, it's so hard to follow up a great round with another one.
But the difference so far is the wind. It's so much stronger today, just making it harder to get the ball closer and harder to make putts.
It's that outdoor sport thing, isn't it, with golf?
Oh, comes up short.
Not gonna like that effort.
Never up. Let's see if there are any nerves for Iwai with this one. Par putt coming back.
This is a much longer putt than she was anticipating to have. Important to stay tied for the lead.
Gets enough of the hole.
Tried to get away.
Well done. Can smile now. Avoids a blemish on the par 5. Still all tied at the top.
Straight back into the breeze. Got a little bit of grain to deal with as well, but tough to get that one all the way to the hole.
She generally looks very comfortable, though, over her putts. Great looking lines with the forearms down through the lines of the putter shaft.
On the tee at the par 3 15th. And Allison Corpuz, native Hawaiian, as this hour's top tracer technology, brought to you by our friends at Progressive, and that catches the back left portion of the green. Back to 12. What's this birdie putt going to do for Matthews?
Yeah, shouldn't move too much from here. Again, it's a lot about pace. You were right about where that ball pitched. Just pitched into the front of the green. And
Matthews par putt.
She hits a lot of putts out of the middle. You saw that little red mark on the putter face there.
Pay attention to that flag because it tells you exactly the wind direction, and it is flying full right now. This is an 8-iron. The wind is helping left to right. I think if you can just get it on this green within 25 feet or so, it's a great shot, Karen. Akie also going with an 8-iron. I have to think she was probably considering a 9-iron, but staying with the 8. Pushed it a little bit.
On the deep bunkers that we see throughout the course.
He's got to get up.
I think she was fooled a little bit by Akie's shot.
Not bad at all. She's down in the very bottom of the bunker, which means she has a good flat lie. It's a fairly steep face, but it shouldn't be an issue, and a decent amount of green to work with the wind blowing into her face, which will help this ball land a little more softly. Oh, she caught a lot of it.
Flew it past the hole. Akie grinding out a par attempt there on 12. Chisato, same story on 13 and missed the green, and also misses her par putt.
It looked like a good putt too, just wobbled to the right at the last minute.
Katsu on that mini leaderboard we have on the right-hand side. She's ahead on the 16th for birdie.
Oh, good looking putt. Really good flow through that. Held her follow through. If you're watching golf at home, you can always...
Lee looking for birdie number 4 today.
Not like she was trying to help, but you could see the difference with that. It was not as good a flow, and at the end there was a little kind of wobble because she knew it needed help.
Back on the front of the 12th. That'll be the co-leader Huang.
I see this as a double breaker, moving a little bit right to left, but overall more movement left to right. And I think that's a function of the wind that's blowing left to right as well. I think if she can get this within a nice 2-foot circle, it would be job well done.
Should be pretty simple. 12 down, 6 to go in this third round for the final group. Huang.
Yeah, 112 yards gusting down off the left. Let's see where this one finishes up, just a case of how much she's judged that wind correctly.
Outside 12 feet for birdie.
Downhill putt, that'll be quite nice for her. Won't have to work too hard on the speed.
Similar distance for Akie Iwai's par putt back at 12.
Interesting that Akie is putting just ahead for par, just ahead of Jessica Pravaznik, who has a birdie putt.
We can see a 2-shot swing between the two as Akie is going to make a bogey 4 on the par 3.
Now where she's peaceful and confident with where she is, and it's not too big of a overwhelming moment for her.
For birdie and a share. Birds the end.
Very natural, positive attitude and outlook. And you've got to have it in this game because this game beats you up relentlessly.
Pravaznik and Akie Iwai each at third.
With the help of our team in our tape room recording the shot, and our cameraman Nick Myers out here, we were able to establish exactly where Nasser's ball was when Gabby's ball struck it. So this is for birdie now. Sue Witters from the LPGA was here as well to make sure everything was okay, and Nasser takes it in her stride and makes the 3.
Ataoka pouring that one.
Looking to draw this one in.
Good spot to putt from. Ellie Corda, that was outside right the entire way. That was her birdie roll on the 15th.
This is kind of the story of her season. She's been so close all year, but just not
any round, and that's why she is winless into October. Akie Iwai, 13th in the bunker.
Yeah, she's familiar with just this shot. Hit her tee shot here yesterday, but that one came out heavy. Not even going to get to the green.
Given the apparent impact it had for Akie. Pravaznik now.
That's a gap wedge to that back right hole location.
Hitting fairways and greens.
Sometimes there can be confusion if the player doesn't get out of the bunker far, very well. Caddy rushes up to help him get their yardage, and next thing you know, he's forgotten about raking the bunker.
It's going to be very difficult to get a lot of spin on this shot. Just don't want to try to get too cute. Be okay with hitting it to 10 or 15 feet even. Oh, wow.
Hello.
That, I wasn't really expecting that one, Karen.
Go 14th.
131 yards for Nasa. This is an 8-iron ball, slightly above her feet and just in a slight bare patch here. Not too bad, but not a perfect lie. And players will try to be aggressive with this one. The flag today cutting a bowl over on that left side. Just needs to run over the ridge and it'll be a much better look at birdie. Looks like she's just on the top of that really, so she's going along very well indeed. Has shown some good form the last couple of weeks, and as you mentioned, played on the LPGA Tour a few years ago. Was not a good start to her LPGA Tour career. Had to go back to the Epsom Tour, ground out for a couple of seasons, and now she's back out here and much more established. This one's aggressive. Thought it would spin back with
this back nine. Really good look from no more than 12 feet.
Didn't move. 15th tee.
Just one under for her day today.
That could change in a hurry.
I was going to say, shots like that will help.
Patient and know that they're going to drop sooner or later. Again, only one birdie on the card so far today, when she made 9 birdies and an eagle yesterday. But this is a really good look. Just a little bit inside of where Jessica putted and a little bit towards the back of the green. Not a lot of movement.
This would be a big momentum putt for the leader. Darts right.
Yep.
Looked like a bit of grain grab there, Karen.
Was, and again, you could see the hands up.
You know you're going to make some mistakes, and it just feels so good when you can save a par after mishitting a couple shots.
Impressive. On the 14th, Matthews trying to jump up to 14.
Yeah, nice look this. Going to go left to right.
Up by the green again, Hataoka.
Yeah, back down the hill here. I think more difficult putt than the other two had on this green. Just runs a little ways by.
Yeah, that's
Hataoka's par putt. Straight back, straight through, and a miss. Wow.
They're just difficult, those 3-4 foot.
Hataoka outside the top 10. Korda at 10 under.
Whole location back left. Oh, that had to look good for a long time.
Pervasnik, middle of the 14th fairway, her second.
Has to carry at 152 to ensure getting over the bunker. Back into the wind. That's the 6-iron.
Tom set us up here on the 15th.
Yeah, it's a short par 3 wedges for these players. Bunkers guarding the whole location there. This one actually getting knocked down by the wind a little bit. And wasn't far away from flirting with that bunker. It just kind of hung in the air.
Matthews just getting out of the 15th green. Akie UI back on 14.
Yeah, even though she's almost 10 yards ahead of where Jessica hit, she's also going with 6-iron. Plenty of green right up the flag.
Looked like a really easy swing, though.
Yeah, it was definitely a soft 6.
Mm-hmm.
Over to Huang.
Well, Huang had the longest drive of all. She is quite powerful with her driver. I mean, out-driving Akie Iwai, who's no slouch in that department on several holes. This is just an 8-iron. Coming off a little downhill lie.
Oh, she got stuck underneath
pushed it. Yeah, fanned that one out, huh?
Yep, just stuck underneath it.
More trouble.
LPGA, but this is a whole different scene.
Well, it is, and don't forget as well, Lotte is one of her sponsors, and so the level of expectations goes up exponentially, and I feel like you have a sense of responsibility to perform for your sponsors as well.
And after you shoot a 62, I mean, the next day everything's going to be comparatively so much worse.
Yeah.
Unless you somehow put together a 61, right?
Yep. Well, I mean, everybody says, you know, why is it so difficult? It's like, well, it's the golf course is different. You've got different hole locations. You wake up feeling slightly different. Can't quite get the ball. Yep.
71 or 69 instead of a 74, 75.
Exactly. It's being able to turn it around, and it's having a complete game enables you to do that.
We got 4 tied at the top now with EY.
And this is a pretty tasty looking putt, downhill sliding a little bit to the right.
How does that lip out?
Okay, this game is unfair. It's just outright unfair at times, Karen.
It is.
While we were away, the bogey putt for Prevaznik on the 14th.
Oh,
Yikes.
that's tough.
Momentarily was a co-leader. A 3-putt from inside 10 feet.
You have to put that behind you now.
What do we have here on 15K?
Yeah, just a little wedge shot, playing downwind. The green slopes away towards the hole.
EY catches a piece to 17, and Nelly Cordes just hanging around, hasn't made birdies, but the leaders keep coming back towards her. She's just 3 behind.
Whole occasion, it's just kind of dangling on that right side there, just enough to kind of challenge the players mentally.
Huang on 15.
Visually, this shot's a little disconcerting. You can only see the top of the flagstick. That also a wedge.
Also deep, but on the green.
Yep. Better than being in that front bunker.
It's not very good. This is the first poor shot that I've seen Nasa hit in a couple of days. She pulled her drive left, hit the tree, and it's kind of sitting down in this rough. In fact, Megan Kang was saying yesterday, you know, you can get some sneaky bad lies in this rough. This one not lying well. It's a 5-iron, and it looks like she's done well with that one. That was a good shot from there. She'll take that.
Amazing to get any kind of stop on it from that rough. A lot of the times it will come out almost knuckly with a longer iron.
Here at Hawakale, 7-iron for Brooke Matthews, center of the fairway, and she can attack this flag a little bit more. I think her confidence is running high. She's a quick player. She doesn't waste much time. This one high in the wind, looking for that draw, but it's just gone dead straight and flew through the wind. Wow. I don't know what happened there, because there was breeze in my face standing down on the fairway.
Put some pressure on her short game. Prevaznik's birdie putt on 15.
Outside of 30 feet, kind of a little bit of a roller coaster type putt. Coming down from the high front part of the green down to the lower area where the hole.
To the 17th, and Nelly Corda. Birdie putt down the hill. Slides up there a couple feet away.
Right, putting kind of downhill, then it sort of goes back uphill as it gets closer to the hole. And putting back into the wind.
Oh, perfectly read, didn't have the pace.
Putting downhill, then it flattens out.
I think there's a lot to be said for immersing yourself in the process of hitting the shots and hitting quality shots.
Matthew scrambling, had some zip on it.
Sure did.
Yeah.
On the 16th green, getting late in the day, Nasa Hataoka.
Yeah, it's just going to go from right to left for Nasa. This will be a quality 3 if it goes in. But it's just got a bit too much pace on that line. And has now left herself a little tickler.
Matthews in grind mode, par putt.
Yeah, back up the hill, keep the speed up.
That looks so good.
Yeah, I'd love to know what happened with that second shot there, Karen. It just was a missed club, or maybe the wind, they thought the wind was
par.
Oh, she quit on that one.
Oh, no. Just completely unraveling with the putter on this back nine.
Double bogey, so see if she can make some big improvement with this iron shot.
It's kind of exactly where you think that they'll be playing, sort of starting it at the TV tower, hoping that you could get some draw, but that one
Actually going. Yeah, that was a 7 iron. Oh, she was going at it, but pulled it a little, and it's drawing. That pull always goes. I spoke to Huang's coach, Lydia Kim, walking up to this fairway, and she said, I can tell that she's aggravated, but she's really trying to stay calm and patient. That was the word of the day before she started, was to stay patient. This is a big pull left with the 7 iron.
Not going to like that one. For Wong.
There is nothing easy about this shot. This Paspalon grass, unless they've come here to Hawaii, it's downhill, side hill, ball below her feet, not much green to work with. I think her best bet is just to try to land this on the very far edge of the fringe.
As sure the green was playing. How about that? Get some oohs and ahs from the gallery.
I mean, she's got to be looking at that leaderboard thinking, I'm really within striking distance.
Especially depending on what Huang and Akia Iwai do on 16.
She was practicing a belly wedge shot. But that was a little different.
Just misread it.
Don't know that that was exactly what she was trying for.
This week until the stretch on the back nine, and it really has changed her fortunes. This from 137, just drawing on the wind, but should stay on the green there. But needs to get that putter working tomorrow if she's going to make a challenge at the top of this leaderboard.
Big time from cross country, Provaznik.
Not an easy putt. It has to go up and over a ridge. Difficult to judge the speed and the break.
She got a little bit more roll on that than I thought it was going to.
The 18th.
Such good hands. Like, that was just really well executed. I mean, she gave it a good thump, but the way the hands exited low and left out of that.
One of my favorite sounds in golf.
The thump.
Oh, when you get that, just hear that pure bunker shot that Megan Kang pulled off. And now could lead to a birdie for her. Huang, par putt on 16.
She has not seen any sizable putt fall in quite some time. 3 bogeys already on the day, trying to avoid a 4th. You're not going to win the tournament today, but you just want to stay in position and stay relevant like she has been. But there's another drop.
Tough miss for Huang. The bogeys are piling up. UI to remain in the lead.
We're seeing just why this hole is one of the toughest. It either ranks the hardest or second hardest.
Oh, what a good putt there.
She's gonna, yeah, happy to walk away with a par, getting it up and down successfully.
That's been the second hardest hole for the week. The 16th, Nelly Korda to pull within 2. The Rolex number 2, only 2 back, 3 consecutive rounds in the 60.
Job done.
Pervasnik to stay tied with Korda among the group at 11.
Oh, a car horn going off in the background did not distract her.
And finishing the thought with Korda, she birdied 7, makes 10 consecutive pars. Had to have been frustrated. She couldn't get momentum going, but then is able to.
It played your way out of it, but that's not the case with the way today has unfolded. And Brooke Matthews, well, we'll see if she watches leaderboards over the conclusion of this event. That was a nice putt there from Nasser, not one that you're expecting to hold too many times, but it's going to be a safe 4. Yeah, Brooke Matthews, a different story for her. I mean, if she looks up at that leaderboard, she's going to realize that she's right there, Karen, and this is going to be a very important 24-hour stretch.
Megan Kang to get her just one back.
Yep. Can't forget about her either.
After the slow start on Wednesday, 66.
Yeah, if she's looking at it, I think it's hard to not look at that leaderboard, the way it's positioned and the way that
yes,
she's putting here. She has just watched Gabby Ruffles leave one short for par. It's been a pretty dismal day for Gabby, one to forget, try and bounce back tomorrow. But this is a really good chance here for Brooke. Keep the speed up.
For birdie and a share.
Oh,
Just moved on her.
She's hit some good putts on the way. Up the green side, Pornalong Patlam there in 2, her 3rd.
I mean, plenty of green to use there as well for Pornalong.
Another player who will wake up Saturday morning and think,
Yeah.
That's a tucked hole location up the right side. Jessica Pervasnik, 11 under par, 2 back. As we have this hour of Top Tracer Technology presented by Progressive Insurance. Okay, take it away.
Understandably, it took a little bit extra time visualizing her shot and being confident with the 6-iron in her hand, playing back into the wind. 150-yard shot, playing more like 160. A really good line if it's the right distance.
I think she's good. I think you have to take that. Take that long.
Nearly 20 paces ahead. Huang now able to come in with an 8-iron, and if she can zero in on this one, chance she can get this close if she's brave enough.
Huang now a chaser.
No, she's pulled it. Second hole in a row where she's pulled her iron shot.
And they should have a putt though. Won't have to come out of the bunkers. Those are a tough spot to leave.
A little bit from the right. She's going with an 8-iron, just a small one, gripping it down. It'll look like a nice swing. She's very good at adjusting the distances with her irons.
We have certainly seen it through the wind on this back nine. Akie Iwai, the leader, with a birdie putt coming up on 17.
To take the good out of it. Okay, it wasn't the shot that I wanted, but it's worked out okay. I have a chance to make a birdie. If not, walk off with a par. Then I've got the 18th coming up to get one back. But I'm not out of it. You know, there's still 18 more holes of golf to go. Not what I did the day before, but I'm still in this.
Statistically, very hard to make birdie on this hole. I think she'd be pleased with an easy 2-putt par.
Just wanders past the point.
Yeah, that from 204 yards. There's a bit of breeze there, although you can't feel it down here, and she's pulled it left. It's heading left of that bunker. That was not her best. Maybe feeling the pressure a little bit there, Karen.
You'd think so. She certainly went after it, but not a bad place to leave it. There's still a good opportunity for her to get up and down.
Say you missed the bunker, sitting up in the rough.
Only 2.7% of the field last year were able to hit that green when they went for it in two. It's not an easy green to hit, so give yourself a little bit of slack.
The simplest birdie putt for Prevaznik on 17.
Yeah, just inside of 30 feet. Her shot went right over the flagstick, just a little bit long. So putting back from the back of the green down to the hole. Needs to go. Cute Akie Iwai was urging it on as well. Great being in the mix.
They definitely don't shy away from the challenge of it, and genuinely embrace that. You can see it.
And Akie, no stranger to playing with a lead, having just won in Portland a little more than about a month ago or so.
Her sister almost chased her down there in Portland, by the way.
Low side.
She's missed a few left-to-right breaking putts well low. That might be the one thing that she corrects for tomorrow.
Pretty steady day. 3 birdies, couple bogeys.
It's in challenging conditions. It hasn't been all that easy out there. We've seen the winds. I mean, Kay, would it be fair to say that the winds have been as high as they've been all week today?
I totally agree. Typically, we've seen about a club and a half wind, sort of from noon to 3, and then it has abated and been quite nice at the end of the day. Relatively speaking, right now, it feels like the wind's starting to try to die down, but it's through the bulk of the day, it's been the strongest all week. She's got to stay steady and committed over this short one. Close to 3 feet.
Certainly was.
Up and down.
Same story for Matthews. Now her turn.
And just got a little too much of the ball there for Brooke Matthews. It wasn't lying too badly there. That was a shot that, again, I think she would fancy getting up and down 9 times out of 10.
.275 to clear the bunker on the left. She usually likes to play it a little right with a bit of a draw, and that had good hit and tumble. Probably got a good 30 yards of tumble on that one, run out. Yeah, that was ideal.
Up on the green. More than Matthews wanted for birdie. See if the putter can do some work here. Missed that one right. Walking off the green, she'll probably rue the missed opportunities. But then when she is able to zoom out, she is in a great spot to go. Has been putting on a clinic off the tee, even though she's 3 over.
She'd like to duplicate the drive she just had on 17 and try to follow Akia's lead. And with this going left, and that finds the fairway bunker. That will mean a 3-shot hole for Huang.
Yeah, and it very much will depend on how much she can advance that ball from that bunker. Will mean how much.
And flows the round. A couple short par misses for Hataoka. But if she makes this, a momentum boost to end the day, and she'd be at 11 under, 2 back of the leader, Hakiei wide. This distance has been problematic on the back 9. No problem here. Nice birdie.
Out, even though she's close to the front, she has a great lie and an uphill lie. Able to go at it with at least an 8-iron, maybe a 7-iron. Just staying short of the bunkers, leaving herself 100-ish in.
What you want to do, just
try to get it up in the left front of the green and try to have it kind of bounce in there. She struck that really nicely. A high shot with a little cut.
Oh, she's hitting the gap.
That could be one of the best shots I've seen on this. No problem.
Okay, come on, your team.
Chisato, I mean, her drive was close to 320 off the tee, 207 front, 222 to the hole. She's going with her 5-wood, more lofted wood, to try to get a little more height on this. She has a really level lie. She's going to have to hit it high with a cut to keep it on the green. And that's coming in rather low with a draw.
Won't see anywhere else. Huang now preparing for a 3rd K.
Just a little wedge shot, 125 to the hole. And with that wind dying down, she can be really accurate with this shot and try to nail that yardage. Oh, she's pulled another shot.
That hold just slides off. It seems like she's been a little flat-footed on this back 9, and we've had all these misses to the left. Hold that thought. Let's send it down to Tom Abbott. Kia's 3rd in the bunker.
Good opportunity to hit a bunker shot close. Has a good lie. It is a deep bunker, so the ball came out a little lower, but rolling out nicely.
And those different shots and seeing how they would react.
Okay, I'm guessing as Provaznik's setting up, she's thinking, get this to tap-in range.
Oh, if she could chip it in, she'd jump to 13 under. From 50 feet away. Good look.
Well played.
And Karen, that is a really nice round of golf for a player that has
Self again.
Huang for birdie.
This from the very left-hand side of the green, just inside of 30 feet, uphill most of the way.
Cozies it up there.
I bet she's going to be spending a little bit of time on the range working on that left shot after this round. It's good that her coach is there, as Kay has documented. Should be able to help her out.
13-shot swing set the course record yesterday with a 62, a 3 over 75 today.
And she had a little bit of up and down nature to the round, but this to finish with a solid 4.
I think that she'll look at herself at the top of the leaderboard and go, you know what, I'm in a good spot here. Sure, I would have liked to have birdied that hole, but I didn't make it. But all day tomorrow, her game's in a good order, Kay.
It is. Well, Akie, I think, can beat you down with her great ball striking. And now for a finishing birdie.
Provaznik birdies the last. The final score for the third round only tells part of the story. Even par 72. Could be one of the great Cinderella stories of the season if Provaznik is able to chase down the leader Akie Iwai tomorrow. A one-shot lead thanks to a 1 under 71 in her third round. Afterwards, just a moment ago, stopped to chat with Kay.